So now we'll really get started. Again, good afternoon. My name is Sharon Ivey, and I am the Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Office of University Partnerships, which is located in the Office of Policy Development and Research here at HUD. I'd like to thank you for joining us this afternoon for today's event entitled Anchor Institutions, Historically Black Colleges and Universities Leading the Way to Community Transformation. I would like to personally thank our distinguished guests from Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina, and Coppin State University, which is located in Baltimore, Maryland, for being here and willing to share the work they're doing in their communities. For those of you who are not familiar with the HUD's HBCU program, I'd like to take just a quick minute to share a little bit about the HBCU program, which began in the early 1980s here at HUD. The program was designed to assist HBCUs to expand their role and effectiveness in addressing community and economic development needs in their localities. These needs included things such as neighborhood revitalization, housing, and economic development, primarily for persons of low and moderate income. HBCUs worked with community members because these programs were pretty much community-driven, I would say. I think that's a good way to describe them. They worked with communities to identify community economic development needs and to figure out what they felt they could address in a reasonable way and with the funding and resources they thought they could garner. In my opinion, they did an incredible job of partnering with financial institutions, nonprofits, faith-based institutions, state and local governments, other federal agencies, public school systems, as well as other anchor institutions to implement a broad range of activities in the community, such as housing construction and renovation, home ownership training and counseling, job training, financial literacy, tutoring, mentoring. They renovated community centers that house a variety of social services, recreational programs, and some of you here may be familiar with the Neighborhood Networks program. So many of those centers house those programs, which were incredibly successful. They also did a lot of work with small business development and particularly business incubators. These partnerships, along with the sheer determination of these institutions to help revitalize low-wealth communities, was often amazing. Many of the programs that started with HUD HBCU funding will endure because of the hard work, expertise, and passion of HBCUs, such as those represented here today. So before I go on too long, let me turn it over to Ophelia Wilson, who will introduce our distinguished guests.
Good afternoon. I am delighted to see all of you. So before I introduce the panelists, I'm going to say I am very, very pleased that you came out in the rain for this event. Today, we will kick off this event with panelists from Benedict College and Coppin State University. Each panelist will highlight how they have maximized resources, developed and nurtured collaborations with federal, state, and local officials in order to carry out community development and economic development activities in order to build capacity and strengthen communities. Representatives from each institution will focus on the impact their institution has had in their respective locality. Our first panelist will be the panelists from Benedict College. We have Dr. David Swinton, who is president of Benedict College. Dr. Swinton is the 13th president of Benedict College. Shortly after Dr. Swinton arrived at Benedict College, he realized his students weren't safe. They were afraid to go out of the back gate. So quick thinking and knowing what to do and experience, he said, okay, we have to do something about this community. He created the Community Development Corporation, which is a very active and successful CDC. And who did he hire? And he still has him as his sidekick, Larry Sally, who is the executive director of the Community Development Corporation. Larry has been successful in obtaining funding from here, there, and yonder. I don't think he missed one competition that was held at HUD without having an application in-house. Larry is a housing counselor. He's a social worker. He has many other degrees. He has a master's degree in social work. He also has a degree in public administration. And he's like a jack of all trades, I just put it that way. But he has been very successful. The two of them are great partners. The next panelist that you will hear from will be from Coppin State. Coppin State's president hasn't arrived yet, but we do hope that he will be able to make it here. But I will introduce Dr. Rodwell. Dr. Rodwell is the executive director of the Coppin State CDC. He's a native Baltimorean. He received his degree from Howard University, and he has become a nationally known, highly respected academician and community organization. He received his doctorate degree and earned his master's in public administration from the University of Southern California and a master's degree in higher education from Johns Hopkins University. Dr. Rodwell and his colleagues at Coppin State are doing a wonderful job in carrying out community development activities. They were a little late getting started, but when Dr. Rodwell came on board, things started hopping and jumping and spreading and going all over the place. So he's going to talk about where they are today, how they got there. We also have from Coppin State, Dr. Kurt Crowley. Dr. Crowley is an attorney. He has 20 years of serving community organizations, 25 years at practicing community-based law, 15 years of community youth mentoring, and 10 years of teaching in the community school. So he knows the people that are out there and their needs and how to go about helping the CDC reach and fulfill some of those needs. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Swinton to get things going.
Hello, am I on? Good. Good afternoon, it's good to be here with you today. Larry knows a lot more than I do, so I just want to give you a little background. And particularly, I wanted to start off talking about why Benedict College engaged in community development. You know, when I came to Benedict College, I had been at other HBCUs before. In fact, I came directly from Jackson State, where as the dean of the School of Business, I started a CDC, started a business development center, and started some work in trying to help revitalize some of the community around Jackson State. When I was at another institution, one of the things that always struck me about that institution is that it was sitting in the middle of a community that needed to be developed. And I did not see where we were doing much of anything to promote that development. We had almost set up a town and gown situation where we were comfortable behind our ivory towers, whereas in the surrounding community was very low income, very disadvantaged, lots of crime, and in addition, there was a certain amount of distrust between the community and the college, and between the college and the community. And so one of the things, I'm an economist by training, and one of the things that always struck me was that it shouldn't be that way. I know when my youngest son was getting ready to go off to undergraduate school, like most parents, I took him around to visit a few places. And to be honest with you, I only visited HBCUs because I knew he was going to go to an HBCU. But I know I went to one place. It's a very fine institution, very high academic reputation. Went on campus, toured the campus. The campus was wonderful. You know, they had all you would want to have in a campus, and they talked the right stuff on the campus. But then I finished that process. I left the campus with my son to see the surrounding community. As soon as I stepped foot off that campus in surrounding community, I knew that I was not going to bring my son to that institution because I was not comfortable in the community that surrounded this institution. When I got to Benedict, one of the first things I observed was we were in roughly that situation, except that even on our campus, it was not where it needed to be attractive to people, and to be a positive contributor to community development. But off of our campus was something else altogether. At that time, as Ms. Ophelia already said, and by the way, I think, I'm very fond of Ophelia. I think we should give her another round of applause because she has really been, in our engagement, the heart and soul behind our engagement, and really a really important voice inside of HUD to support the HBCU program. I really appreciate that. But they had a president's house on campus. And part of the deal was I had to live in the president's house. You know, that was the deal. And it was a good thing that they required me to do that because the campus needed somebody to be on the campus at that time to get the campus going in the right direction, et cetera. But my house was right by Oak Street and what's Haskell. And that was really essentially out of my back gate. If you walked out of my back gate, you walk right into Haskell Avenue, which is dead end at the university, and you walk down Haskell Avenue or Laurel Street or Reed Street or Richland Street. People were literally not confident at all about walking out of the back gate and walking down that street behind our college. At that time, there were many boarded up houses in the community. There were lots of squatters because when a house gets boarded up, and for a long time, squatters come, homeless people, they move in. They didn't live the healthiest lifestyle, and it was a danger to them, and people felt unsafe in the community. It's a danger, and for example, I'll tell you one house that was boarded up, that I went in that house, we owned it actually, and I went in that house, and I found that the squatters were staying in that house. It had no electricity, no running water, no plumbing, no air conditioning, but they stayed there for lack of any place else to stay. They were not sanitary, And so you found evidence of that, all over the floor. You found burnt out cigarettes, stubs of marijuana, and matches, burnt matches. And I was afraid that somebody's going to get killed in there, burn that house down, and die squatting in there. So it's a dangerous thing to have in your community, in addition to pulling in elements that could be problems. Down that same block, there was at least 3 known crack houses on that block. If you walk down further, there was, Height, not Height. No, I'm thinking Greg, what is the street right before? Waverly, yes, Waverly. Down Waverly was really bad news. There was an open-air drug market down there, where cars drove by and people sold them their drugs. There were prostitutes walking the area. There was a little hole in the wall on the corner, honky-tonk, that had a lot of problems with gunfire and fights breaking out on the weekend. And so I knew we had to do something to change the environment, because I wanted to see Benedict grow. I wanted to see it be prosperous. And I knew that it was as much in our interest as it was in the interest of the community to change this condition, to change this situation. Because it's hard for us to attract people to bring their kids and trust us with their kids if they're not satisfied with our environment. Now, as an economist, I always said to myself, we're an educational institution, right? We're educating the next generation of leaders. We're telling people how to do what they do, how to run their businesses, how to do finances, how to do science, how to teach their kids. And yet, it seemed to me that if I walked up to this place, I would have to say, if you have all that wisdom, why haven't you done anything about your environment? Why haven't you done anything about where you are living? And, the first thing you're supposed to clean up is your own backyard. And so we got busy. The first thing we did was not in the community at all. We worked on our own campus first. We just did some little things to reverse, and most of you probably don't have these problems on your campuses. But, I got up in the morning, I came out of the house. I came in July, so it was summertime. My kids were with me, and I walk on campus, and it looked like they had a litter party the night before. It's just all over the place. And I'm saying, what the world is going on here? And then I started just walking around picking up the litter myself with a litter bag, then bringing my kids with me. Then finally I got the students, hey, y'all, come on out here. You're in front of your dorm, look, get some, come out here to help me clean this up. Then I discovered an amazing thing, that the physical plant was supposed to be keeping the campus clean and should have been picking up this litter. They came to work after 10 o'clock in the morning. The college has been open for 2 hours already, and they're showing up to clean up the litter. So we changed that really quick and have them come in at 7. So if there's any litter out there, they get that done before anybody shows up on the campus. I found out something else. People are saying, these kids, look how bad they are, they're littering the campus. Well, there was almost no litter baskets on campus. So even if they wanted to put it someplace, there was no place to put it. And the litter baskets that were there were beat up, all drums, So we got some nice stone, well-constructed litter baskets and put them all over the place. And believe it or not, lots of the kids started using them. But what I was trying to do was get the campus to look better. I can't talk about the community if they come into the campus and they find it. We did some little things. Grass wasn't being maintained, landscaping wasn't there. I had boarded up buildings. I hired landscapers. You'd be surprised what a difference landscaping make, what a difference a clean campus make. And people notice that, and that gives you a little more credibility when you're working with the community to try to change things in the community. So we always worked hand in glove with our community. I got to know the community leaders, the community association leaders. I got to know our local police leaders. I worked with them on concerns that they had. For example, that hole in the wall I was telling you about, that honky-tonk, it was a sore spot in every community's leader's heart. They wanted that thing out of the community. But it was there. It had been grandfathered in. We couldn't get it out. I worked with them for a couple of years on trying to get that thing out. We could not get that thing out. Even though across the street was an elementary school, it could never have gone there today. And it essentially was on our campus. Because you walked out the back, you were on our campus. And so we couldn't get it out, so I decided that the way you get it out is simple. Does anybody know how you get it out? You buy it. You buy it, and you close it up. And we had this whole story about how the effort we had to go through to buy it, because it had really very peculiar arrangement, because the owner did not really have control, because he gave the guy running the club a lease that essentially gave him perpetual rights to renew the lease. But we got it done, and I'm really proud of this one. I always want to tell people about this one, because we renovated and made it a very nice building, stuccoed it up, put in new windows, picture glass, because they had nothing, they had no windows. It was a center block building, closed up all the way around. And we turned it into a very nice health and fitness center. And I really love that. You know, take a honky-tonk, something that's ruining the community, and turn it to a health and fitness city. That gave us some credibility. Then we started doing the repairs on our campus, but at the same time, getting into the community. As I said, a lot of the houses bordering us were vacant. There was nobody living in them. So we started acquiring that property and started our effort to renovate properties. We did, Larry probably has more about this than I do, but we did some low and moderate income conversions, but we also did some nice conversions. I mean, it cost us a few $100,000 to do them. But what I was trying to do was I wanted to move some of our campus leadership back into the community. And of course, some of the new people I was bringing in, they didn't have any houses yet, so I could give them this nice house near the campus for a low rent. And they said, oh, yeah, we'll live there for that price you're charging me. Because I just wanted them to be in there, because one of the things happened to our communities is we lose leadership. And we really need to have leadership in these communities for these communities to work. And so we went down that line. We renovated a lot of houses over the years. I'm sure we renovated well above 30 houses, some with HUD funds, some without HUD funds, et cetera. We acquired properties and for our own use, which we demolished. But, you know, every project we did, we made sure we had community buy-in. We had communities meetings. We told them what we were going to do, how we were going to do it, and we never had a project that the community did not support. And that's really important in the city, because the local elected officials want to know that community and that community leadership support whatever it is you're trying to do. I know the first house we converted for a low and moderate income family, a low income family, actually had lived in the projects all her life. We actually had a little house on this block coming out the gate between two larger houses that we were going to renovate. We had a truck come and pick that house up, and drive it over to another lot on the one block over. We put that little frame house down there. We bricked it up. We renovated inside, put in everything new, etc. And that was the first house we sold to a low-income person, a person out of the projects. Because of our first house selling to them, we had a press conference, and the news people came, and we had her speak. You know, what did she think about what? And it was really very touching. You know, she said, you know, I've been living in these projects for 25 years, Larry, and you know, all my life, I wanted to have a shower. And she said, now I have two. And, you know, everybody just like, it got everybody right here, but it also brought us credibility in the community. Right next door to this house was a two-story house that was vacant and being lived in by squatters. I actually, at that same day, got on the bulldozer and started knocking that house down. And of course, that got on the TV too and gave us more credibility. But we built a very nice, really, not with your funds, a middle-class house there. And one of a school teacher, a music teacher, moved into that house 15 years ago?
Yes, sir. Well, about 10 years ago.
Okay, but she's still living there today, so she never moved back out, and so that's really part of building the community. But we've done that, and we did a lot of other things. When we built our dormitory, we got the community to agree to that first one, partly because we promised them, and HUD helped us with this, to give them green space, and we built a very nice community park there that we share with the community, and that whole block, which was full of boarded up, dilapidated houses, has been transformed. And so we made a lot of changes. Of course, we do all the other things. We try to have a good relationship with our community. So we do a lot of other things. Obviously, all of our colleges are kind of anchor communities, institutions in their communities. And we provide culture, we provide recreation, we provide, we have a very active service learning program that participates in all the schools in the community, the churches, and provide tutoring services and other things for the young people in the communities. We run a number of summer programs and summer camps for the kids. We have probably one of the better upward bound programs in the state. And we do all of these things to promote and advance the community. Larry will probably tell you a little more about the incubator and a little more about some of the other projects we've done. But it's a mixture of things we do that directly benefit the community, things we do that could benefit us all jointly, and things we do that gets the college better. The college has to take care of its own business. It has to be an institution that the people in the community can respect, they can be proud of, they can take ownership in. I know one thing I didn't want to happen. We're right next to a project. And a lot of times, being next to these projects, we had crime problems and you know, that kind of stuff. We have almost no problems at all out of this community because we interact with them in a positive way. We invite them on campus, we invite their kids to our camps, you know, we invite them to our cultural events, and we work with those communities, which makes us trying our best to be a good citizen in the community, a good concern. We have a lot of credibility, a lot of community support, and you know, that saved my bacon a number of times. Having that community support when people were after me and the community stepped up and voiced that their dissatisfaction with those efforts. We try to be leaders. We help save actually we organized the effort to save the only black bank in the state. We raised the capital. We pulled the group together. We wrote the bid to get the bank from the FDIC. etc. We were very much in the forefront of the effort to move the Confederate flag from the State House and from the inside the State House chambers. We organized and helped organize and participated in the largest public demonstration ever seen in the state of South Carolina. We got over 85,000 people down to the State House, and within 2 weeks of that, those flags came off the dome and came out of the chambers. Of course, we are closely affiliated with the churches. We are a Baptist-related institution, have close affiliation with the churches in our community, and they provide support for the colleges. So we need to be, as they say, an anchor institution. We need to be an institution that provides stability and leadership for the community and has a strong commitment to doing what we can to develop the community. And of course, Afia, as you know, a lot of this would not have been possible without HUD's support. We need new HUD support in the HBCU program. You know, there's no question about it. And some of the directions we would like to go in revitalizing and developing the community, we need significant HUD support. These institutions can be very important to carrying out HUD's mission of getting these communities back on their feet, getting these communities back revised. Now, I don't want to take a lot of time. I told Larry I'd be philosophical, and then he can be the detail man, because he knows more about all these programs than I do. Larry. And by the way, I just want to say something, because I'm going to have to leave after this session, and I really hate that, because I never leave a conference early, but unfortunately I have SACS, and those of you in the South know who SACS is, the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, visited my campus for accreditation review, and I also had my board meeting this week. And you know, you can't leave the board down there too long by themselves. You need to get back there with them.
Come back and
Yes. And then I also have a major event, one of our major fundraisers of the year, going out tomorrow. So if it hadn't been Larry telling me that Afia said I had to be here, I would not be here. So I'm just being obedient. You know, you got to be obedient. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Swinton. Can everyone hear me? Well, good afternoon. I'm Larry Sally, the Executive Director of the Benedict Allen CDC, which is a part of Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. And Dr. Swinton's modest. Without his vision and his leadership, none of these activities that we've undertaken over the last now 16 years would have been possible. Back in 1995, Dr. Swinton served on the Reed Street Revitalization Group, which led to the formation of the CDC and the action plans that developed our community. I've been fortunate to be a part of that. During that time, Benedict College has been fortunate to be the recipient of a number of grants, 10 of which have come directly from the HBCU program. And we want to talk to you a little bit about some of the work and some of the lessons that we've learned. One of the things that I enjoy about our president is the way that he goes about conducting his business. When folks in our community or people outside of our community have talked about things that couldn't be done, things that we shouldn't undertake, Dr. Swinton has always picked up the challenge and run with the ball, and for the most part scored a lot of touchdowns for us. So that's been very successful, and of course that was a model that we followed in terms of our development efforts. In our community, one of the things that we addressed early on was the need. It's not much different from a lot of distressed communities around the country, certainly a lot of the communities that HBCUs serve. There was a high concentration of poverty, unemployment, crime, you name it, we had it. One of the streets that go right through our community, Reed Street, those of you that know community, Reed Street was the worst street in Columbia. There was nothing that you could not find, nothing that you could not do, from drugs, prostitution, shotgun houses. I mean, it was a disaster. The Reed Street Revitalization Plan set forth some ideas to help redevelop that area, and we use those as some of the early goals in some of our work to try to guide some of our thoughts and activities. One of the things that really surprised us about the community was, I think, some of the lack of confidence that folks had in the HBCU as an institution to be able to do the work. Surprisingly, we were very happy that HUD saw the value in addressing HBCUs, providing them with seed capital to be able to do this work. And that's been very successful in everything that we've done. One of the things that we wanted to do, of course, was create home ownership in that community. That was something that was very lacking. There were a lot of rental properties, a lot of vacant properties, a lot of substandard homes in the community. As Dr. Swinton said, a lot of the homes were vacant. They had squatters in them. They were hazardous. There were problems there. You couldn't attract folks to come to the community or visit the community. Promoting economic and commercial development was one of the other things that we looked at, because we felt in order to have a strong, vibrant community, you had to have commerce in those communities. But of course, all of those things had to work in concert with the community leaders. And one of the other things that we saw was increasing recreational opportunities and the quality of life. And that's a challenge in and of itself. As you look at some of the photos that we have there, these are pictures of our community, I guess, after some of the transformation. I always think that community development is more visual. In order to attract those dollars, in order to attract support, a lot of times folks look at the physical development. When they see, the blighted areas come down, when they see, monuments to some of that work go up, you start getting, other partners on the team. Paul Taylor from SRP and I were talking about that just a little while ago. That, when folks start seeing things happen, you start seeing a lot of partners and a lot of individuals that want to join the team, so to speak. The houses above are 4 homes that we developed at the corner of Oak and Reed Street. There used to be 4 small shacks that sat there. The college had purchased the lot from a private owner. We actually bought the properties from that individual. Dr. Swinton arranged for us to get some private financing, and we were able to develop those 4 units with the help of the Federal Home Loan Bank of Atlanta, and we sold those to some families. And once again, we heard the same call. Folks aren't going to buy those homes. Nobody wants to live there. We were surprised. Very surprised. The city of Columbia actually came to us and said, "Why are you building homes like that?" If you look at those, I think those homes have garages on them. Something just as simple as a garage was a controversial kind of thing. They said, you don't put garages on homes in the city. They're detached garages. I said, well, we're not building for 1950. I said, we're trying to build homes that are going to attract families into the city. And one of the things that they think about, people put a lot of money into the cars that they drive, and they think about the security and safety of their home, and they want to be able to come home, open their garage, and go in and enjoy their life the way they would like to. And also, one of the things that we found in some of our early research was that a lot of the majority of our home buyers were women, single women, between the ages of 30 and about 45. And those individuals wanted to feel safe. They wanted to feel secure. One of the other things that we incorporated into some of the development that we use, of course, are energy-saving strategies. We use fluorescent lighting. We use a lot of insulation in those homes because we wanted to keep down the cost for those homeowners. A lot of the people that we worked with came out of homes or lived in places that were not well insulated. So they spent a lot of their money on utilities and trying to maintain. And as Dr. Swinton said in an earlier conversation today, a lot of the places that they lived, landlords did not want to repair those homes. So we wanted homes that were what we consider to be very low maintenance. The homes that you see at the bottom are some homes that we renovated in that community. The one in the middle was one of the first homes that we did. That's one of the homes that went to one of our faculty members, one of our vice presidents. One of the things that we thought about, and Dr. Swinton got us thinking along those lines, was not going in and replacing all of the housing stock. We wanted to maintain the character of the neighborhood. And as he stated, the college invested a large amount of its funds into the renovation of those properties. And once we started those projects on Laurel Street, you'd be surprised the number of people that would come through the neighborhood. We want to find out what you're doing. We want to know about the work you're doing. We want to buy those homes. We had easily 8 or 10 offers on the home there in the center. I told them, I said, well, it's slated to go to someone else. But like I said, those are just some of the examples of some of the work that we've done. One of the things that you find in these communities is that once people hear about what you're doing in that community, they want to ask you to come and join them in other communities. The Ridgewood community is an area just north of the city. It sits right on the line between the city and the county. It's no man's land, for lack of a better word. You know, when you sit between two jurisdictions, a lot of times either people want you or they don't want you. And in that particular case, they didn't want them. All they had were the basic services. Crime was rampant over there. The housing stock was even worse than what you find in the Waverly neighborhood community where we started. If you can see those pictures, you see an old salvage yard, some old houses. There were dirt roads over in that community when we started. A lot of people said, Larry, why are you even going over there? But one of the projects that we did with Housing and Urban Development, you'll see a picture of that soon, is a community park. The county came to us, they said, well, look, you guys did that community park. Can you help us put one over there in our community? We can bring some other dollars to the table. They brought some CDBG and home dollars, and we were able to redevelop that community. They helped bring some roads in. And that's an example of the work that we've done in the same community. Those homes that we built are roughly anywhere from 12 to 1,300 square feet. Like I said, they're all energy efficient. We like to do a combination of brick and vinyl, so they'll be well maintained. And all of them went to single individuals. One was sold to a young man about 29 years old. The other home on the right was sold to a young lady. She was 25 years old and just had a job. Her income was in the neighborhood of about $25,000 a year. But what we've been able to do was attract other dollars to this particular program. She participated in one of the other CDC programs, IDA, or Individual Development Account, which is a financial literacy and match savings program. She was able to save $1,000. We matched it with $4,000. We actually got her some down payment assistance money from the county, about $50,000. And then she received a few, I think about $4,000 in additional funds from another source. So she got around $35,000. We sold a house, I believe it was about 115. We bought the house down to about $80,000, and she was able to move in there, and she's been able to maintain that home since she moved in. And that's an example of the community, private entities, and local government working together to make things work. And she's been a very good example of some of the work that we feel can be done through these programs. The houses that you see listed on the bottom of that slide, that was a difficult undertaking. They asked us if we'd come in and rehab that house. Let me tell you, it was beyond repair. When we got there, the smell of kerosene almost overwhelmed you. The young lady that was living in there lived in one room. She said, the other rooms are closed off. Her utility bills, her light bill was in excess of $500 a month. Her water bill was in the neighborhood of $250 to $300 a month, and that's a lot of money in Columbia. Yeah. Well, she could barely afford to live there. We came in, we talked to her, we decided to use the strategy to do what we consider to be a house swap, and we talked with Richland County government about it. HUD was kind enough through one of the HBCU grants to help bring some money to the table that allowed us to make this deal work. But we were able to do a house swap. She gave us 4 lots that we were able to redevelop, and we built the home that you see there on the right. She was able to stay in there. Her family had owned that property for about 75 years, and she wanted to stay in that community. And through that particular deal, we were able to make that work. I wish she had told me while I was over there interviewing her that she had snakes in her house. I probably would have met her in my office instead. But I took some of my folks from the office and our attorney, so I figured somebody would be able to take care of the problem. She's still in that home, and like I said, that's another example. I think we finished that home in 2008. These are some examples of some of the interiors of some of the homes, just to give you a feel for the kind of work that we like to do. You see, we do a lot of open floor plans because we're trying to do things that are marketable. You know, when you're trying to sell to families, one of the things that you see in a lot of these communities are homes that you or I probably would think twice about buying. Either the quality of the construction is less, or the types of homes that they build in those communities sometimes are not much better than the ones that you find when you get there. They have that same shotgun or straight-through approach, and that's just not marketable. It really isn't. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, you want something that folks are going to be proud of. When Dr. Swinton goes through the community, I want her to be able to say, well, that's something that Benedict College worked on. I want to be able to say that's something that the community worked with us on. So we like to make those examples of some of our work. The dedication ceremony down there, the young lady featured in front with Dr. Swinton, Ms. Dixon, is the individual that we did that deal with. Like I said, she was able to maintain that home, and she maintains that home on less than $10,000 a year. That's what her income is. We rededicated the street, named it after her father. It's now Julius Dixon Lane, and the concentration of individuals that are there are, of course, officials, community residents, community leaders, so we all came together to celebrate that opportunity there. And the one thing I want to say about that community is when we came there, nobody wanted to come to that community. There had not been a new home in that community in 30 years. You know, we went there when no one else wanted to show up, but it's been a labor of love. We've built 8 homes in that community. We're now working on some affordable rental units, some duplex units, and all of that was made possible through our work here with HUD. We've also been able to take some of the work, some of the lessons that we've learned to other areas of the city and work with some of our colleagues with the HBCUs. One of our partners with the CDC is Allen University. They've been on board with us since day one. They worked on a project in a part of the city called Lower Waverly that had gotten stalled. They had a bit of a problem down there. Ms. Wilson and Sharon Ivy asked us to come in and work with them to complete that project. When we got there, the homes had been torn apart. Those of you that build in those communities know some of the challenges with vandalism. They'd stolen the copper out of there. They had really there was only a shell of a home when we started the project, and I actually kind of kept that from my chairman, Dr. Swinton, because sometimes he thinks that we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. But what we were able to do was go in. We identified some dollars to be able to finish that out with the grant that was there. We finished the homes out, sold those to 2 individuals that did not look like us. Did not look like us. There were two young ladies. They were Caucasian. They purchased the home. Both of them bought in there. They got a $4,000 down payment assistance, and they're still in those homes. We took the proceeds from the sale of those homes and rehabbed 12 homes in and around that community. So we were able to serve the needs of a lot of folks just through that one project. And of course, we were able to bring together the community once again. And a lot of times you'll see these celebrations, you say, gosh, these things really don't matter. But you'd be surprised what they do in terms of helping you develop partnerships with other folks and helping to raise the visibility of those communities and the positive things. The one thing that you hear about our communities, and particularly in and around HBCUs, is you hear about crime, you hear about blight, you hear the negative stories. You don't hear the positive things. So we try to celebrate those so that we can bring those lessons and that information to the broader community. This is another example of a partnership. We work with Clinton Junior College, or Clinton College, in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We completed that project last year. They also had a situation where they were trying to finish up some work on an HBCU grant. Dr. Elaine Copeland invited us to come in, the president of Clinton. And we were able to identify a family, rehab the home, get it sold. And once again, we were able to work with 3 residents over in that area to rehab their homes. So we're trying to stretch those dollars, trying to make the most of HUD's investment, and of course, trying to make a positive difference in those communities. And that was quite successful. Of course, Dr. Copeland is pictured there with the home buyer. And once again, and people, I think sometimes you lose something in just the pictures. It's hard to understand how difficult it is to sell homes in communities that folks really don't want to live in. This young lady had passed the home. She went to church there, grew up in the community. She happened to see the home. It had not been marketed very well. We were able to get some signage out there. She made a phone call. We had it out for maybe 2 weeks. She made a phone call and said, hey, I'm interested in it. We met with her, did some housing counseling. And when she got ready to purchase the home, we ran her credit and found out that her credit score was less than desirable. I'll say less than 550. And I got ill. I said, she's not going to be able to buy this home. We're never going to be able to get rid of this thing. I'm sweating bullets because we had a deadline that Ophelia had given us. And surprisingly enough, and this just goes to show you some of the lessons that you can learn. She had a relationship with a local credit union. She had been working with them probably about 10 or 12 years. And because she paid them on time, they said, you know what, we're going to work with her. They said the woman's got a sub 550 credit score. We're going to finance a home. We're going to give her a 30-year fixed mortgage, and we're going to help her get in there. We got her in there for, I think, about $2,000. Got the home financed, sold it to her. She's set up, and she called us. Matter of fact, just before I came up here last week to let us know how she was doing, and she's had a couple family members over and asking whether or not we're going to do some more homes up there in that area. So, like I said, it's just another example of the work that you can do and how you can really, help individuals, in and around some of these communities. Some of the lessons that we've learned, of course, and I don't want to belabor the point, of course, some of the lessons have been that we have to be more efficient in what we do. To get homes developed in these communities takes an investment of time and effort, takes a lot of resources from a lot of sources. We've used a lot of layered financing to get these homes built. You can have all the good wishes and good intentions, but without those dollars, you cannot get this work done. Thank goodness HUD has been willing to come in and bring that seed capital in, and because they've been in there on the ground from day one, that's attracted the other dollars that we've needed to try to help redevelop these communities. HBCU built the homes, they purchased the land, but when you start thinking about the infrastructure needs, when you start thinking about the crime and the other pieces, but we've been able to use that sledgehammer, which is HUD. We said, well, look, HUD's in here. Anytime I need some help, I said, well, look, Miss Wilson, Miss Ivy, we need your assistance. And when I start talking about HUD headquarters, let me tell you, that makes a difference. That makes folks say, well, let's see what we can do about this. So that's a good thing. I think the substandard housing, the work that you have to put into it, that's a challenge. The marketing is a challenge. We found other ways to get it done. We market through churches. We market through community centers. We do a lot of flyers. And, we use some of the traditional means. But developing homes in those communities is not easy. I think as we evolve over time, one of the things that we're looking at doing is looking at private equity to come in and make these deals work, because of course grant dollars are disappearing. The HBCU fund is no longer available to us. Home dollars are more restricted. So you have ways to make these deals work and make them affordable. And that's the challenge. You've got groups like Renaissance Equity, SRP Development, and some others who are here today that may not be able to talk about it in detail, that have ideas and strategies on ways to get that done. And that's one of the things that we're struggling with as practitioners, is getting these projects done and getting them financed. So that's always a challenge, but it's one that we undertake, and one that we enjoy. Okay. Some of our economic development projects include the Business Development Center that Dr. Swinton spoke about. Early on, Dr. Swinton, in his work there at Jackson State, thought about providing business technical assistance to individuals in and around the city of Columbia, as well as the state of South Carolina. We had a EdTech, or Economic Development Technical Assistance Center, which was financed by Commerce for some time. We decided that we would look at doing an incubator, and through a grant from HUD, about $250,000, we were able to get the seed money to start a 25,000 square foot state-of-the-art business technical assistance center. I remember one of the things, that was one of the first projects when I came on board. On the left, you see the old Pepsi-Cola plant, which was in disrepair. It was in bad shape. One of the first projects that the college undertook as I came on board was they were going to rehab that building and turn it into a business technical assistance center. Someone said that it was historic. I said, it's not historic, it's a piece of crap. I grew up in Columbia, knew the building very well. We leaned on a partnership with a private developer as well as some architects. We did a cost versus benefit analysis, and surprisingly enough, the numbers came up that we should tear it down and build from the ground up. Dr. Swinton was able to get funds from the Federal Home Loan Bank of Atlanta. They had a EDGE fund at that time, about $1.3 million. And through our relationship with Commerce said, gosh, if you guys are going to do this and create some jobs and opportunities, we'll bring another $1.5 million to the table. And with those dollars, we were able to build that facility, which you see there on the right. We opened it in 2003. We've built out the office space with the help of Housing and Urban Development. We have 14 incubated businesses in that facility, and we serve annually over 200 people through business and technical assistance in and around the state of South Carolina. So it's been a living example of some of the work that can be done. One of the other things that we try not to overlook is, of course, human capital development. One of the things that we wanted to try to do was be able to keep the community engaged and involved in the projects. A lot of times when folks start community development efforts, some of the indigenous folks that live in the community are displaced. We didn't want to do that, so we looked at some of the needs in the community. One of the things that we saw was, and I used to see it when I used to come to work, we saw a lot of young men hanging out in the community, just like you might see in your community. One of the first things that we did, and matter of fact, while we were writing for the HBCU grant, I happened to see the NOFA for the Youth Build program. Those of you that aren't familiar with Youth Build, it used to be under the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. It was a youth education and job training program for young people ages 16 through 24. I stayed at the office all night, wrote it until about 7 o'clock the next morning. We submitted it, and fortunately, we got our first grant. Since then, we've had 3 other grants, and we've served probably now, I think, about 250 young people. A large number of them have gotten their GEDs, have gone on and gotten jobs. Some have gone on to college. But that's a way that we've been able to mobilize that youth. And, of course, it serves individuals who are dropouts. A number of them have decided to go on to college. We're trying to get more of them to come to Benedict College. But it's been very successful. What you see there is one of the requirements is that they participate in construction training. So they've helped build some of the homes in the community that we've constructed. They've also done community service projects, which is required of them. And at the bottom, you see the most recent graduation exercise, and you should be there. I have to tell you, when you have young people that have never completed anything, that have not graduated from high school and that kind of thing, you know, the parents are coming out, they have their GED certificates, it really touches your heart. Because you're talking about young people that have been written off by society. A lot of them, their parents have put them out. They've been engaged in the criminal justice system. So this is an opportunity for them to turn their lives around. And that's always something wonderful. I think the only negative that we've seen out of that, one of the young people that participated with us in the program, 2 weeks after he graduated out of the Youth Build program, he unfortunately lost his life in a robbery. He wanted, I remember him well, he wanted me to meet his family. He said, Mr. Sally, I want you to meet my mom. His mother was proud of him. I was proud of him because he was a character, one of those guys you can't forget in the class. Got involved with some young people, decided to rob a gun store, and unfortunately the gun owner lived on site. But before he left the program, he actually helped recruit 3 other young people that got through the program, and we've been able to get them their GEDs, and that was a successful part of it. But sometimes those things do happen. But that's just one of the challenges with these programs, keeping young people on the straight and narrow. Finally, we've done a community park. One of the things that we looked at in our community early on was the need to have recreation there. In a lot of inner city communities, you don't have those kinds of facilities. We had a park over there called Drew Park, which was one of the places that you didn't go after dark. The city was trying to identify some funds. Through our needs analysis, the college realized that, hey, we can do something about this, and we created a community recreational park right there on the college's campus that's being used by our students and by the community. And I believe, there's a view of the park there. That was a grant, I think that was our 2003 grant from HUD. Dr. Swin wrote the majority of it. He made sure he kept me at task. But it's still there. We teach the young people tennis on our tennis courts there. They have some organized intramural activities, and a lot of folks in and around the community use the walking track that's located on the facility. So it is making a difference in the lives of the folks that we serve. Finally, one of the other pieces that we've tried to address through some of our funds from Housing and Urban Development is, of course, crime. Crime has been a problem in a lot of communities. We decided to do a community policing partnership with the City of Columbia and Richland County Law Enforcement. And Dr. Swin decided he wanted to move our campus police off of the campus and out into the community. And we used some dollars to rehab a facility right outside the campus's walls. Now, I will admit there are some bars on that window. And the only reason we put those up there because, of course, they have weapons and other items in there that we wanted to make sure were safe at all times. But other than that, you don't see any bars on anything that we've ever done because it's hard to sell a community when you have security bars on it. We put security alarms in them, and to date, we have not had any problems with any of the facilities that we built or the homes because, of course, our campus police are present, local law enforcement is present, and crime has been reduced on average about 20% for the last 10 years. So that's been very successful, and we feel very confident that that's going to continue to work for us. The building that you see to your right at the bottom used to be the old Candy Shop nightclub, which was a source of drugs and prostitution. We used our 2007 grant to renovate that facility. It's now our community technology center. We call it the Benedict College Community Learning Center. And we offer computer classes and other programs for young people and seniors in the facility. And it's also the home for our Youth Build program. Finally, just wanted to give you all some.
Oh, that's your third finding.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done, Doc. I'm done. I just want them to see.
No, I'm just kidding.
I just want them to see some of the examples of some of the work. One of the things that the work has been able to do is attract investment from other folks, and what you see there are pictures of progress from in and around our community. The Charles Drew Wellness Center, which is about a $5 million facility that prior to the work that Benedict College and the city did in that community, they would not have thought about putting in there, because the city invested all of those dollars. It's now a health facility where folks come and work out. People that don't look like us come there early in the morning and late in the evening to work out. The other pictures are from the Celia Saxon community, which is located directly across the street from the college, which was redeveloped through a Hope 6 grant. All of those were projects that the college had been involved in, and things that through some of the work that the college has done, we've been able to assist in growing that effort. So those are examples of some of the things. The investment is coming to the Waverly Reed Street community. Our plans are to continue the work in what we're doing. We want to take our development efforts to the next level, and hopefully, God willing, and as soon as we get this done, we're going to try to have a economic development initiative that's going to create approximately 40 jobs and hopefully set the stage for redevelopment in other communities, which is going to be a hotel project there across the street at Benedict College. But that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
I just wanted to make one other point. I want to be clear to everybody that you're going to have to invest some college funds if you want to get these. You're not going to find everything from grants and from other folks. You're going to have to put some college money up to get this stuff to happen. Number two, I just want to point out that we are the secretariat for the South Black Mayors Association. We help them, we manage their meetings for them and do other things to help the South Carolina Black Mayors Association.
Let's give another round of applause to Benedict College. And a thank you, Dr. Swinton. Thank you, Larry. Well, I should say Mr. Salad.
Please call me Larry.
Thank you. We're now going to move to Coppin State, and Coppin State's president is here.
Ms. Ophelia, Dr. Newfield is here, and we'd just like to take a 5-minute break.
I'm going to allow him to do that.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we're taking a 5-minute break.
Hello? Would you please be seated, and if you're near the door, would you tell the people we are beginning to come in, please? We'd like to get started. We will now hear from Coppin State about the good things and the bad problems they ran into and how successful they have been in regards to carrying out community development and economic development in their area. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Rodwell, and Dr. Rodwell will introduce the president of Coppin State, Dr. Newville. I may have pronounced his name wrong, but I hope he'll forgive me. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Is my mic on? Yeah. Okay. The name is correct, Ms. Wilson. It is Dr. Newville. And good afternoon to you all once again. I'd like to say thank you. They've gone now, but to Dr. Swinton and Mr. Larry Sally and the Benedict College and Benedict Allen CDC. They have always been, for the life of the work that we've done in the CDC, one of those shining examples. And many times when we give training sessions and do other things, we look at the work that they've done. And we marvel at it and say, that's a good thing, and that's the road that we're on. And our story is a bit different than theirs. You heard the fact that they have really been at this work for about 16 years, and you heard Dr. Swinton talk about his long history of involvement in this work. Well, we've really been engaged in this work for approximately about 4 years or so now. And our president, Dr. Newville, recently joined us in the last year and a half. And our work is not only what we have done to date, but it is also about positioning ourselves to go forward and to create the type of transformation in our community that you have seen from the story that Benedict College talked about. And it is also about us moving towards a way in which we are engaging the community and the university in a fashion that has us working together on a similar vision. I have the first slide up, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Newville, but in that first slide says that most of the time universities come to the community to engage them with only their agenda in mind. That is not true community engagement. True community engagement takes place when the university engages the community around not only their agenda, but around the community agenda also. That is how Dr. Newville introduced himself to us on our campus and on our community. I'm going to turn it over to him now to talk about his vision, to talk about Coppin State University, and then move to Dr. Crawley to talk more about the community and the community's role in this process. And then I will kind of wrap up with a bit about how we have been productive. We anticipate that we're going to take about 15 or 20 minutes. And then we're going to open the floor up to you, and we hope that this will be interactive and we can have some conversation and share some lessons learned and some challenges met and challenges to come. Dr. Newville.
Thank you, Dr. Rodwell, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And based on that introduction, you can see that I've had a long tenure at Coppin, an entire 15 months. Therefore, I have become an expert regarding community engagement at Coppin. Let me first thank our HUD colleagues for hosting this event, but I must warn you that traditionally a president has been known as someone who lives in a big house and likes to beg for money. So don't be surprised if when I leave here, you hear from me, because I've been noted to beg for money. And to convince you of that, I'm going to ask the Coppin folks and the Baltimoreans who are here to just raise, see that we mean business. Yeah. So again, as Dr. Rodwell indicated, sometimes we in higher education, we become confused as to what we are all about because we try to project ourselves as being from that ivory tower, when in essence, although we might conceive ourselves as being an ivory tower, we have to be fully engaged with the constituents that we serve and the communities in which we reside. When I first got to Coppin, I heard stories about parents coming in on North Avenue from New York and other places and turning around because they thought, where am I taking my child? And where am I going to leave my child for 4 years or for a year or whatever? So one of the challenges we face is how can we transform North Avenue and the neighboring area to ensure that we are in an environment where others would be attracted to come to Coppin and to be supportive of Coppin. Coppin is a relatively small institution. We have about 3,500 plus students. We try to be as accommodating as possible. We are committed to the lives of those students. 70% of our students come from the local area. So we have to be committed to serving the students. I retired from the National Association of State Universities and land-grant colleges, where I was executive vice president, and part of my responsibility there was to assist universities in being fully engaged with their constituents. And part of our philosophy was to be fully engaged, you must practice reciprocity. That means you cannot take your program to the university, to the community, without fully engaging the community to ensure that the community, they can express themselves, they can be part of the decision-making process. And that's the philosophy that we like to promote. I'm not going to bore you with Coppin's story at the moment because they will tell you all about how we are engaged. But I must tell you that our students are 28 years old and older. They reside in the area. We believe in true community development through engagement. True engagement involves not just the accommodations around you, but also the business sector, because you cannot sustain a community if you're just building houses, engaging houses, without really truly transforming the community so that the bright minds can remain and stay in the community and make a decent standard of living. So as it's housing and urban development, you really need to remember that urban development piece to be sure that we are retaining and maintaining that urban development. Coppin has been designated, as Dr. Rodwell will indicate, an anchor institution by the mayor of Baltimore, and I hope he'll explain more about that. I'm going to stop at that and ask Gary to transition for me into more of what we do in terms of development, engagement, and working with our constituents around. And again, thank you very much for having us, and we hope that it's not just a conference that will end this afternoon, but there can be true engagement with HUD so that we can take this a step further.
Thank you, Dr. Newfield. You know, we have been, before I turn this over to Dr. Crawley to talk a little bit more about the neighborhood and how we approach our work, we have been fortunate to have a partner in Dr. Newfield and Coppin State University that understands this commitment to community, not only from the standpoint of being an HBCU and the historic commitment that HBCUs have made to their surrounding communities and educating those who would not always have the advantage of the major institutions' admittance to be educated. But Coppin State University understands this from a standpoint of its own institutional competitiveness. It understands that it cannot be in our neighborhood as an island unto itself. As Dr. Newfield says, it has to engage the community, not just because it is philosophically correct, but it is from a business standpoint. As he mentioned, when folk come to our neighborhood and look around, when students come to our neighborhood and look around, they don't find the oasis that many other environments present. One of the things we've been fortunate about is that when Dr. Swinton mentioned the built-out environment that has taken place on Benedict College's campus. At the Coppin State University campus, we've had approximately $300 million worth of state investment in building buildings. And what we have been figuring out as a partnership and as a community is how we can take those resources that have been put into that campus and have them be an anchor for investment and revitalization in our neighborhood. So I want to thank him once again, and Dr. Crawley, will you talk a little bit about our community and our organization?
Sure. I think the first question I have to ask, and as I'm listening, and this is one of the first things that came to me when I became a member of this board, as well as now I'm the president of the Coppin Heights Community Development Corporation Board, was the question of what is community? I hear it thrown about a lot, and I think it's fantastic when it's thrown about in a positive, but then it raises some questions. Is community a boundary of streets and designated areas? Is community socioeconomic conditions that describe a group of people? I like to think, and it was the position that I had as coming to the board, as well as my board itself, that it's a family of neighbors with diverse interests working toward a shared vision. That concept takes us straight to the words of Dr. Neufeld. As he speaks, true community engagement takes place when the university engages the community around not only their agenda, but also around the community's agenda. That is essential, and that has been an essential part of our development, that the community, I don't work for Coppin, I'm not an employee of Coppin, I'm a member of the community. I'm a resident of I was a resident, a business owner in the community, an educator in the community, a leader in the community, and a parent who raised 4 kids in the community. I'm a member of that community. But as a member of that community, I have a responsibility to bring to that table what I need to see happen within that community. I have a responsibility as a member of that community to work with this anchor institution to bring about the change that helps all of my neighbors within that community. With that being the main point that I came to the CDC with, I was able to be blessed with a strong executive director, a willing anchor institution, as well as an innovative and diverse community. West Baltimore, the Coppin Heights community is a West Baltimore community that has many problems. We have one of the lowest income means. We have one of the highest healthcare disparities. The CDC was founded in 1995, more or less to advance the agenda of revitalizing the neighborhood. As an independent governed 501(c) organization, our mission has been to be a catalyst, as, quote, a catalyst for suitable and affordable low to moderate income housing, and to stimulate economic development within the neighborhoods adjacent to Coppin State University through the establishment of social, economic, educational, and affordable housing development initiatives. We have served as an intermediary between the needs of the community and the ability of the university to meet and assist with achieving not just our needs, because the university has its own needs. It has its own mission. And one of the things that has been very clear is that we need to meet at a point where each needs are recognized and that we can service each of those needs without neglecting either. Now, we're not all going to get what we want, and we never do get exactly what we want. But we learn to work together, to compromise, to move forward toward a goal, toward what one of my board members reminded me, toward a vision. And it's the vision that defines this relationship. We talked about a little bit of horror stories. When I came on board, the board itself was down to maybe 1 or 2 people. I thought it was me at first. Everybody was leaving the ship, But I realized later it probably was me. But The first thing we did was hire Dr. Rodwell. And Dr. Rodwell came with that same vision of not just a community, but a community that had to step up, that had to be a part of the transformation that we talk about. Not one that wants it to be done for them and to sit back and say, oh, well, you didn't do it right, but one that wants to be heard in how it should be done. Then we were further blessed when Dr. Newfield came on board, talking the same language we had been talking since the last 4 years. We want to be part of the decisions. Whether we have 20 new houses or 1, we want to know that the community had an input in that house. That's what's essential for transforming communities. You can throw up 1,000 buildings, but if the people are not engaged, if the people are not involved, they do not understand the extent to which they can change the community in the future. And that's essential. That's one of the things that we sought to bring to the CDC. That's one of the things I'm proud to say that just the folks that are here with us demonstrate that our community is engaged and aware in a better future. Dr. Rodwell.
Thank you, Dr. Crawley. Dr. Newfield, I know you wanted to add to that comment.
Being a president, I constantly try to portray a very, very positive image, and sometimes I don't like to talk about the challenges, but in a group like this, I must mention a challenge. And that is, and I have to be careful how I say it because I see one of our state senators sitting in the audience, and I recognize our senator from Maryland.
That would be my wife, by the way, in case anybody's not clear about that.
HBCUs, we are sometimes challenged by our resource allocation. And one sometimes asks, how can you afford to be spending money on community development, community revitalization, community engagement, when you have so many needs of limited resource students? You should be offering them assistantships, scholarships, etc. So we're sometimes between the rock and a hard place, as we like to say. With declining resources, how do you allocate the resources? And then you're faced with another challenge. If you're not concerned with the community, then how can you develop the community to allow young people to stay within the community so that they can eventually be your students? So you really have to juggle these ideas and positions and to be sure that you maintain this balancing act to be proud of where you are and meet the state demands of having relatively high enrollment, high graduation rate, high retention rate, and do the things for students that you're expected to do. So I just thought I'd throw that out there as a challenge. And again, I'm doing this purposefully to remind my HUD folks that that's why we depend on the agencies, the federal agencies, to help us in this transition from serving not just our students, but our communities. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Newfield. And I know that our HUD partners would say, you're singing to the choir, because they've been giving us money for a long time. And part of the reason why we are here this afternoon is to say to the country and to say to the assembled audience that with the funds that HUD and the HBCU program makes available to those of us on the ground, it's a good investment. We are good stewards of your money. You don't have to end up worrying about whether or not there are going to be audits that are going to find that this has been waste and fraud when you support the HUD office and the HBCU office in providing us those grants and those resources. Now, for us, we kind of came in at the back end of that in terms of our current administration. And so now we've kind of lost those funds. Those funds are no longer there. And you all know how funds have dried up strategically. It's no accident how funds have dried up in our community. And so that has forced us to be very resourceful as a CDC. As we partner with the university, we have had to approach this from a fairly theoretical position, understanding that at the end of the day, we've got to get resources. So one of the things that we've done is our experience has enabled us to kind of look at very quickly, I'm going to go through a theory of how we are working on transforming our organization and transforming our neighborhood. And I'm proud to say that I have a partner in the audience with Professor Clue. Professor Clue, will you stand up, please? Could you give him a hand? He's got students here. And Professor Clue and I were able to take the work that we've done and really put it in a literary sense so that we could share it around the country. And that's what we've done. And one of the things that we've identified really, and I'm going to be very quick with it, and I would ask you to ask us about the article, and we'll forward it to you. But it looks at really 6 elements that we think are important. The first element is that you have to have a plan. And so we inherited a plan that started about 8 years ago that envisioned the infusion of the resources coming on the campus. And that plan's aim was to figure out how we can, as I said, leverage those funds. We moved that plan into what became adopted by the city of Baltimore as the GRAMA plan, the Greater Rosemont and Mondawmin Area Master Plan. So we have Mrs. Jackie Caldwell, who's one of our partners with the Greater Mondawmin Coordinating Committee. And that plan, Jackie, can you stand up so folk can see you? All right, give her a hand. And so that plan actually is the citywide, the Central West Baltimore Master Plan for our neighborhood. So we had to put that plan in place, and that plan had the buy-in of all of our neighbors. And I'd like to just very quickly ask you to raise your hands if you were there that night on Coppins campus when the planning department came to us to adopt our plan. See, there were lots of us there. Give yourselves a hand for that. Actually, there were 160 of us there that night. And then you have to take that plan and you have to turn it into articulated agreements, which we have done. You then have to prove that you can have developmental expertise that makes sense. So, yes, in the last 3 years, we have built houses on North Avenue, and there had been no new home ownership houses built on North Avenue in the last 30 years. We don't have the pictures to share with you today, but you can come to Baltimore and see brand new houses that folk are living in on North Avenue. We've had to have strong partners. We've had to figure out how we can develop strong local partnerships. And so we have done that in such a way that it has enabled us to, as an organization, act as an intermediary. What does that mean? An intermediary means that organization that kind of figures out how to leverage resources that are separated and put them together. So that's what that has been our plan, and that is what it has enabled us to do. So the CDC has been acting as a mediator to kind of gain resources and bring them back to our community. The first intermediary group that the CDC works with, and we are proud of, is our students and faculty at Coppins State University. We have them here with us today. We work on partnerships where we have our students going into the neighborhoods, where we work together and jointly on issues, and we're looking forward to even more of that as we have more faculty to join our board, and we have a new clergy caucus that has now been formed, another intermediary kind of group that the CDC is saying, come on into the fold. As I said, we built the homes on North Avenue, and we built those with HUD funding. I'm looking at the standard housing physical development piece on there. We built those with HUD funding, but we also went to CDBG, and we got $30,000 worth of subsidy for the members who were, for folk who were going to buy those homes so that they remained low to moderate income houses. We are an intermediary with our local public schools, so we've worked very closely with Matthew Henson, which is one of our neighborhood schools, and a couple of our other schools. We have Coppin Academy that's on the campus that the university has a tradition of working with. We are in the process now of negotiating with other schools now. We've raised money to do things like we've taken $25,000 to Easterwood Park. You all know where Easterwood Park is, right? And we've renovated that, and we've put benches and grills out there so that we can take our families there and have a comfortable time. Even though that's been a challenged park, our money was very helpful in that. So those are local partnerships, and we could go on, but I'm not. That has enabled us to now move to a level where we have national partnerships. We've most recently developed our national partnership with the National Association for Equal Opportunity in Higher Education, and I'm proud to say we have their executive director here, Dr. Baskerville. Dr. Baskerville, will you stand up? Now,
And she has been she's our partner in crime and begging for money. She'll tell you that.
Now, in case you don't know, NAFIO, that the acronym for that stands for the coalition of all of the HBCUs around the country. And so we've gotten in partnership with them, SRP Development, which is the development manager for the development management work that is taking place around the country, because as a result of us being a part of this national coalition now, we are in partnership with HBCUs around the country. We have Mr. Ron Butler here from the Community Development Action Coalition. Say hello, Ron. How you doing? Okay. He represents the community development corporations from around the country. And so this has enabled us now to begin to pull resources together. And so one of the things we are looking at now is what has become one of our signature kind of moments that we are working on, and that is our Center for Healthcare and Healthy Living. The university had the Hebrew Orphan Asylum. It was a building that was built in 1873 and had been in our neighborhoods as a vacant building, and the university came to us and said, hey, what is it that we can do with this building? We did a year's worth of feasibility study, and the community said what we need in that building is we need health care. We are really starving for health care in our neighborhood, and if you and the university could come together and figure out a way to provide health care for us, that would be a wonderful thing. And so we are, I think, months away. After we get through, I'm going to ask Mr. Taylor to say a few words about that. But I think we are months away now from beginning construction and closing on that building that's going to have a behavioral health clinic, a pharmacy, and a dental clinic in a 30,000 square foot building. And for us, in our neighborhood, which has the highest health care disparities in the state of Maryland, I'm going to stop and I'm going to say that again. Our neighborhood has the highest health care disparities in the state of Maryland. We are delivering access and affordable health care to our neighborhood, and you ought to give yourself a hand for that. And we've raised money. We have historic tax credits that are a part of that. We have federal new market tax credits. We have state grant funding. We have bank funding. And we have private foundation money in there. That building is going to cost us about $12.5 million, and we are on the verge of going to the philanthropic community and getting $2.5 million. Finally, before we turn this over to you so you can interact with us and have questions and discussion with us, we have the potential for an urban farm. Right now, it's very much in the visioning stages. We know that we have available land because at one point in time, the university was going to use that land to build on it. But when the university decided that they were going to focus on the buildings that were on campus and focus a little bit more closely to campus, that vacant land kind of moved down the priority list. The university said, well, what is it that we can do, again, with this land? And so one of the things we've been discussing is the idea of putting an urban farm on that land, a 5.8 acre urban farm that would be mixed use, that would have an educational use, that would have business use for small farmers, would have a commercial use, and it would also be able to generate jobs and give our children a way of thinking about their own employment possibilities in a different way. Not to mention be the anchor for healthy living and healthy eating. So we think with those two projects in a 2-block radius of each other that we are poised to move forward. Now, is it done yet? No, it's not done. And we know that there is no progress without struggle. And so we recognize that every day when we gather as a board and when we gather as a staff and when we gather as a community organization in partnership with this university, that is going to be a struggle for us. We realize that, but every day we come in and we struggle with excellence and integrity. And we think if we continue to stay focused like that and continue to build willing partners like the university and our national partners and our local partners, that we're going to be on the right road. So thank you, and we're going to take a few minutes and take your questions now and take your comments now. Yep. Mr. Taylor, will you say a little bit about, and what I want you to speak to is Mr. Taylor has become one of our fast friends in the last 6 months. And one of the things that we have been able to clearly articulate is how difficult it is to get financial support in our neighborhoods. When banks and foundations can come in and prosper on doing business with us, they choose not to do that. And so, you know, I'm so glad to be able to ask Mr. Taylor to say a few words. And right now, Paul, I want you to speak in English. See, Paul knows finance speak. So when we go into banks and the big corporations, Paul can speak a language that none of us can speak. So today, Mr. Taylor, I want you to speak in plain language to us, all right?
We're going to break it down. Pharrell, when he started, happy speak. One of the things that Dr. Rodwell is speaking to with this project, HOA, and I'm going to share something with you that's going to just touch your bones. This project at $12.5 million, they have all but $2.5 million in grants, in some form of grant. So $2.5 million you would think would be easy on an asset that's got a value of $15 million. They've had very difficulty getting banks to even come and take a package. The building is leased out 100% to one of the top healthcare providers in the city of Baltimore. In layman's speak, banks use ratios to determine a risk of a loan. We're exceeding that ratio. And we had a walkthrough. I'm not going to mention the bank's name. We had a walkthrough. And it was amazing, Dr. Baskerville. The guy pulled me on the side. Dr. Rodwell saw him. And he says, Paul, do you think you can get one of your Black Caucus members to make a call to the regional director of the bank because we might need some help? I said, need some help doing what? This deal should not even be an issue. So those are the challenges that you're dealing with when you deal in a city like Baltimore. But that also creates the opportunity because they know at the end of the day, I'm going to go back and I have a partner in Dr. Baskerville, so I'm going to report to her. Now, you've not seen her go. She can go. I also was asked to do this endeavor with a good friend of mine called Maxine Waters, who's over financial services on the Democratic side. Get in, they're lead chair. So the things we have to do as we go into these communities is to understand we have to be smart about how we assemble the package and how we assemble the team. And that's what we've tried to do. The partnership between the HBCU Coalition, Ron Butler's group, Nafio's group, and Coppin. One of the other things that happened when we first got into this project, everybody else was the developer, but the people who should have been the developer. And the developer should have been Coppin, along with their national partners, Nafio, and the coalition. Because if you're bringing these resources together, make sure they're getting paid. A lot of development happens in our communities, and our communities never earn the fee. We have to put the fee back in the community. If not, we're not going to be successful. So that's one of the other things that we did. Well, then there's another piece. I'm trying to keep it simple, that you had to have development managers or construction managers. You're paying for them every day. So Coppin's the development manager, along with our group. How are they going to learn? We're going to teach them. And they earn a fee for that too. The urban farm component. We work nationally. One of our investment banking firms, Stifel Nicholas, one of the top 10 investment banking firms in the country. I'm meeting with them on the whole national HBCU thing. One conversation leads to another. We talked about urban farming. Oh, one of our successful investment bankers left to run the entire city of St. Louis urban farm program. One of the top farm programs in the country. I planted an idea. I said, would you mind working with us nationally to join up for all the HBCUs? Didn't take them 2 seconds. Yes, we will. And Monsanto is one of their partners. So these are some of the things that's happening in the communities that can change things, but it's a sacrifice. But we got to understand one important factor. When we develop, it's important, seed back to that university. They have to have a success. Seed back to the CDC. That's the community. It has to be successful. Everybody says, well, how can you do that and pay everybody else? We've lowered the cost of this project since we've been on board $1.5 million. And they weren't getting paid at first. Costs went down and now they're getting paid as developers. Do the math. The wealth is in our community. We can't leave it out. Last point on this. The other thing we've got to do when we get in our communities, don't let people pirate off the knowledge and the technology. We bring knowledge and technology. One of the first things that happened, Dr. Rodwell knows this, quietly the architects and the engineers pulled us aside. Well, we got another project over here on the other side of North Avenue. Would you mind working with us? I said, we only work for nonprofits. As long as Coppin's the nonprofit, you got me. So guess what? Now we're discussing that, and that's a 250-unit senior housing, townhome, assisted living, and another component. That's on the table simply because we're working with Coppin, but on North Avenue. So just try to keep those things in perspective as it kind of works. But it takes a team and it takes a partnership.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Was that regular English language? Could y'all understand that? You could understand it? Okay.
My name is Rev. Willie Ray. I operate an outreach center for youth in that same area where the Hebrews orphanage and the farms. I'm on Harlem Avenue. But my concerns are, first of all, I know we mentioned recreation. We definitely need that in that area because the kids are on corners, on every corner. And of course, I'm glad to be proud of the faith-based Coppin community development. I think that was a very smart move. I'd like to give you a round of applause for that, for organizing all the clergy that are here today to be a part of that outreach. I thought I died and went to heaven when you pulled that off. But again, on a serious note, I've been hearing and listening, we're overlooking 3 populations that have finances. Since it was talking about, Dr. Spaulding was talking about investments. Don't forget the entertainment community. The hip-hop world got lots of money, but they in circles. I thank God for Russell Simmons and Ben Shavers who's trying to direct those young millionaires. The others is your athletes. They got plenty of money. And I think Coppin is in a unique position to appeal to those young entertainers and athletes and artists, and also performing movie stars. I think there should be, as you develop the corporation, a committee to specify in going after the athletes, going after the entertainers, and going after the performing artists, because they got tons of sitting on. Thank you, and I'm willing to work with you to help bring some of that money home.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments from anyone?
We really appreciate that comment regarding the clergy because I think some of us will confess that in most of our minority communities, the greatest resource is the church. And the church can also be our greatest source of recruitment and mentoring of our students and our youngsters. I always say that if you go to a community and you see only 6 to 16 and 6 to 6 and above, then that's a dying community. And I must say that in Baltimore it's a little bit different. We see a good number of youngsters engaged with the churches, and we want that to continue. And Coppin is committed to working with the clergy to make this happen.
I want to, before we close,
Ophelia, one other comment. Oh, no, I wanted to make a comment. A piece of information.
I just wanted to offer the people assembled here, the HBCUs, both a opportunity and a challenge. The Office of University Partnerships, under which the HBCU program is housed, is also a part of the Office of Policy Development and Research here at HUD. And we now have the authority to accept unsolicited research proposals that address current research priorities. One of our research priorities that we fought and were successful in getting included as a priority is understanding the role and effects of anchor institutions, for example, universities, hospitals, and churches, on the revitalization of distressed communities, particularly when the anchor institution engages in community and forms partnerships with local stakeholders for community change. So this is an opportunity for us to engage in research, and as you understand, information is knowledge, and we want to spread the word in terms of the effect of these partnerships on our community in terms of some very, very important research that needs to occur. The challenge part of it not only is the research, but also the fact that there is a requirement of a 50% match for this research from either a philanthropic, state, or local government source. So this is an opportunity and a challenge, and I hope that we will hear from some of our HBCUs to rise to this challenge so that we can get the information out in an orderly way in regards to the impact of these very, very successful programs on our communities long term.
Could you give us a site of that RFP?
Yes, you can get it you can get it several different ways. It's included in the March 21st Federal Register of 2014. You can also get information on it from the Office of University Partnership website or the HUD user website. So there's several different ways you can get it, and we will certainly try to find some creative ways to get the word out in regards to how you can get more information about this research opportunity.
Thank you, Kennard. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, Jerry.
Mr. Wright has been around doing this for a long time when there was the old COPSI program. That was about 20 years ago. Or was that 2 years ago, Kennard? I'm sorry. It was 2 years ago, right?
I sincerely hope that for the HBCUs, you will allow for in-kind matching.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Kennard, for that information. And I hope that, as he said, I hope the HBCUs will take advantage of the opportunity to participate in that program. I'd like, at this time, before we close, to acknowledge, some people have already been acknowledged, but I would like for you to know that we have representatives here from other HBCUs. We have Morgan State in the back, and he has a display table over to the side. We have representatives from Bowie University, Bowie State University. We have Howard University in the house. And of course, we have Coppin State University. In fact, we have a whole busload of about 30 to 50 people that came down on a bus to support that CDC and their president.
Ms. Wilson, can you ask the Coppin contingent to please stand so they can be recognized? Look at that.
Coppin's in the house.
And we also have one of the state senators from Maryland that's also supporting the executive director of the CDC, as well as Coppin State University. It's always nice to support your husband, right? They're partners. We also, I don't know whether we still have representatives from the White House Initiative for HBCU. I believe Mr. Blakely has left us, but at least he was here. We have representatives from federal agencies. We have Treasury, EPA, USDA, and HHS has representatives through one of their contractors, AFI. They have a table set up over in the corner. So I hope you will go by the tables and see what they have as handouts. We also have representatives from the HBCU Coalition. Mr. Butler has already been recognized. We also have Mr. Tom Dawes, who I listed as a partner working with HBCUs. We have Robert Jenkins, who is another partner working with the HBCUs, and you've already heard from Paul Taylor, who's working with our HBCUs. We also have Leslie Baskerville, who you've already recognized. I don't know, Leslie, would you like to say anything?
Thank you. I just wanted to thank you, Ms. Wilson, Ms. Ivory, and the entire HUD team for what they continue to do for us under really challenging circumstances. As many of you know, their HBCU MSI program has not been funded in some number of years. And other persons would turn over and decide that the program was dead and that would be the end of it. But the good people that work in this office are continuing to fight for and with us, and importantly, to leverage the resources that are left. The human resources, the resources in other parts of HUD, resources in other federal agencies, but continuing to make sure that they're using all of the access and all of the resources within their capacity to keep hope alive and to position us to go on until we're able to do something. I'm privileged to have as my primary task working with the members of Congress and with state legislators to try and identify resources for HBCUs and PBIs. And each year we introduce in our budget, it is a joint budget between NAFIO, UNCF, and Thurgood Marshall, representing private and public HBCUs, to include in there refunding for the HUD HBCU MSI program. And we've done it again this year, and I would like very much for you all to give me permission to get from HUD your names and email addresses so that I can send you a letter, a form letter. I need your help. If those of you who are here today say many things are happening at Coppin State, at Morgan State, Bowie State, Howard, and other places represented, because of that program and we need it back, it will give us additional leverage to make the case for continuing funding. But I just truly want to thank you all so very much for all that you do and tell you how privileged I am to stand with and for you. Thank you.
I have one other person that is now with the Prince George's County government, but this person was very instrumental in shaping the HBCU program in the early days, and that is Mr. Kenneth Williams. Would you like to say make a few remarks, Mr. Williams?
Thank you very much. I won't be long. Good evening. My name is Ken Williams. I was here at HUD during the Clinton administration for both terms, working for both Secretary Cisneros and later on for Secretary Cuomo. One of my pride and my joys was to have operational responsibility for the HBCU program. And it is there where, like you said, working at HUD was a joy. It was a very challenging joy. But you have to admit, when our administration left, we had turned America around. And so I like to think that as I was looking at the chart in here, in your folder, you see the funding over the years. And I noticed how after 2010 it's just quiet. And that's because, again, you're in a fight. No matter how well we're here today, it's like the choir talking to each other. This is great. I'm glad to be a part of this today. But we got to take the message back out. It's time to hit the streets again. You got to let the appropriators know that, the resources are needed for this program. And they have to hear it and be the ones who really put the monies into the community block grant program, which then sets it aside for the HBCU program. So county government now, I work there, and looking forward to working with, where's the Bowie State folks? Somebody said Bowie was in the house? Okay. Well, I want Bowie to get to know me, because it's time that we have a lot going on in our county, in Prince George's County. And I welcome you to, if you ever want to bring this show on the road and come over to Maryland, where Barbara Mikulski is chair of the appropriations in the House. I think that would be a good thing to do if we all work together to kind of use our territories to really show what the HBCU programs are doing, not only in where we all live and work, but nationwide, to bring the message back and to take it even higher. So again, I thank you all for supporting the Office of Partnership and all the wonderful people, the Deputy Assistant Secretary for being here and her team, and look forward to letting you know I'm still a friend of yours.
Thank you. I'm now going to turn it over to Sharon to say the goodbyes to everyone.
Well, I'll just stand here and make it very, very quick. I just want to thank all of our panelists. Thank you so much. And all of you, because I know you've been here for a long time. But I think you got some good information and learned a lot about what can be done and what the HBCUs have done. These were two wonderful examples, but there are almost 105 HBCUs, many of them which were our grantees and have done some marvelous work. Everything has not been roses. We have definitely had our challenges, even with getting some of the work implemented, but I can tell you from my perspective, and I'm probably the newest person in our office, but it has been a pleasure working with you, even working through the challenges, because I think it's just so important when colleges, and I know that the schools have to do with their primary mission is to educate young people, because they are going to be our leaders. And I always wonder when funds are cut, some of the first places they go is education, whether it's K through 12 or universities, and I'm always wondering that. And I always think, even I can figure this out, and I don't have any children, but I think your biggest investment are the young people. And the work the HBCUs do, they do a marvelous job educating our youth. And when you think about the work and the stretch that has to be made, and often a necessary stretch, it's marvelous the work that they're doing in communities. And the one thing, while the stories are different for the different schools and the reasons they've done these things, some things are kind of common, and that's that they realize, clearly they're anchor institutions. They're there, they're economic engines, and that's important, and they are drivers, but they've used that in positive ways. But the thing is, if you've noticed the theme, it's not the schools saying, well, we know what's best for you, community. It's getting together and doing it in partnership, in a collaboration, and as you said, engagement. And that's key. And if you don't go away with anything but that, I think that's very important. And again, I applaud the work that's being done. I know there's lots more that has to be done, but I think we're all up to the challenge. I know we look forward to continuing to do the work. And as, excuse me, while we have challenging times, we do want to keep working with people and figuring out ways to help in whatever way we can. And hopefully at some point, maybe we will have additional funding to put out in communities. It would really be nice. But either way, we're here to help. And if there's any way we can facilitate meetings like this, whatever we need to do, we're more than happy to try to do that. So again, thank you for being here. And unless we have any other questions, I think we're done. And have a good evening and safe travels.